The woman promoted her self-ringing mop on TV, being her first time on television. She was so nervous that she spoke incoherently. It wasn't until her best friend pretended to be a buyer and called in to interact with her that Joy regained her confidence. As she demonstrated, the order calls kept rising, quickly exceeding 50,000. Joy couldn't believe she had actually done it. Nick also recognized Joy's business potential, and they continued to collaborate. In the second sales show, they sold nearly 100,000 mops. The whole family celebrated with a party. With so many households in America, each needing their mop, they were going to get rich. However, the good times didn't last. The factory suddenly demanded a price increase, which Joy couldn't accept as it would lead directly to bankruptcy. The next day, Joy drove to the factory in California, but the manager was very stubborn, insisting on the price hike. Joy asked to see their molds but was refused. She then snuck into the production workshop under the pretext of going to the bathroom. She discovered that the factory had long ago plagiarized her design, intending to claim it as their own. The factory's purpose in raising prices was to crush them and then produce and sell the mops themselves. Joy flew into a rage on the spot, demanding her design drawings back, but the police, who had arrived early, arrested her for trespassing. Dad bailed Joy out, but they were now in a dangerous situation. Not only did they have to repay a $500,000 debt, but they also faced a lawsuit from the other party. Joy sought countermeasures from a lawyer, who said that when she paid the factory patent fees, all the molds were included in the factory's patent, and there was no way to sue them now. Faced with difficulties, the wealthy woman, in order to minimize her losses, forced Joy to declare bankruptcy. Under pressure from her dad and the wealthy woman, Joy had no choice but to compromise and sign the bankruptcy documents. However, Joy did not give up. She cut her long hair, vowing to get justice. Joy went through all the factory's documents and relevant legal papers, discovering that the factory had committed serious violations of the law. The next day, Joy went alone to Texas to find the boss behind the factory. She directly presented the evidence. That morning, she had called the Hong Kong company holding the relevant patents and found that the patent fees she had previously paid had not been deposited into their company's account at all, but had been embezzled by the factory. Joy also discovered that her design was completely different from the patents the Hong Kong company had already applied for, so she didn't need to pay any patent fees. The truth was that the factory had deceived her. Based on the crimes of fraud and embezzlement of public funds alone, Joy could take the factory to court at any time. Only then did the boss realize that the woman in front of him was not simple. He had no choice but to agree to refund the patent fees, compensate for related losses, and sign an agreement acknowledging that he had no ownership of the related products. Joy had won the ultimate victory. At that moment, all the gloom vanished like smoke. From then on, Joy sold millions of self-ringing mops, and her life changed. She had fought her way up to become a billionaire, but Joy was not satisfied with the wealth brought by the mop and continued to launch new products. She now holds over 100 invention patents. At the same time, Joy started a new company dedicated to helping grassroots inventors commercialize their inventions. Because of this, Joy was named one of the world's 10 most creative businesswomen by a famous American business magazine. Perhaps you are experiencing a low point in your life. The road ahead may be rough, but don't be afraid. Every step of persistence is piercing through the darkness, leading to the vast brilliance that belongs to you.